Hey, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you stopped by. Today we're going to do something different and take a look at the UFO sightings that's recently freaking out the internet. Is the government hiding something from us?
Fuck? What the fuck?
This footage was taken about a week ago in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, of a UFO. And no, it is not that light over there. It's going to go across the middle of the screen here, so watch closely. Right there. Now, I have slowed it down here a couple times so we can look at it a little better. I have an idea or two about what it might be, but I'd love to hear what you guys think.
More breaking news now. Americans will soon learn more about UFOs. News Nation has just confirmed that the House Oversight Committee will hold a hearing on unidentified aerial phenomenon. That will be July 26th, according to one of the two leading members of that hearing. Joe Khalil joins us live in Washington, D.C. with more on what your sources are telling you at this hour. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Marty. Yeah, we've been able to confirm that hearing we have been talking about is going to be on July 26th. So that's Wednesday next week. And that was confirmed to us by Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna. She's one of two members of Congress on that House Oversight Committee who has really been leading this effort, her along with Tim Burchett, a congressman from Tennessee, being the other one. Now, they've just confirmed the date of it. So she didn't confirm any witness list yet. We're not exactly sure who we're going to be hearing from and what specifics we're actually going to be hearing during that hearing on the 26th. But what we can tell you is generally it is going to be about UAP whistleblower claims like the ones that we have heard from David Brush, our whistleblower who came forward on News Nation. And you may remember we actually broke the story as well that this hearing was going to be happening at all. A major step for the House Oversight Committee that to date has not held any sort of hearing like this. It is going to be sort of the first of its kind on this subject matter. So that in itself certainly going to be intriguing. I imagine a lot of people wanting to tune into that. There were some questions also about where this was going to take place, and we have not been able to confirm that exactly yet. There was some talk, some discussion from Congresswoman Luna herself. She told us about having this hearing be a field hearing in Florida, but I've heard recently from sources that that's actually not likely anymore, just because of the schedule that Congress is under right now, that it's more likely that would end up being here in Washington. So we're going to try to continue to dig in and figure out where exactly that's going to be, and also whether this is going to be a full House Oversight Committee hearing or whether it's going to be a subcommittee, meaning just a smaller group of members. We think it's more likely going to be the latter, but still a lot to figure out here, again, in terms of who is going to be speaking and what we're going to be hearing. We know, again, Wednesday next week is going to be the big day, so you can circle that on your calendars, presumably, but we're going to learn a lot more about this issue as we've been hearing more and more from these whistleblowers that have already come forward.
A number of lawmakers paying attention.
I watched the entire UFO disclosure hearing today, so you guys don't have to. Here's all the most intense, crazy moments mashed up together. Here you go. Please enjoy.
You believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier. Do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
Based on your experience and extensive conversations with experts, do you believe our government has made contact with intelligent extraterrestrials?
Something I can't discuss in public setting.
And we did meet with one member of the flight crew who took the image. The image was of something that I am not able to attach to any human capability, either from the United States or from any of our adversaries. And they saw a sequence of 4 craft in a clear diamond formation for which there is a radar sequence that I alone have observed in the United States Congress. One of the pilots goes to check out that diamond formation and sees a large floating, what I can only describe as an orb, again, like I said, not of any human capability that I'm aware of. And when he approached, he said that his radar went down, he said that his FLIR system malfunctioned, and that he had to manually take this image from one of the lenses, and it was not automated in collection, as you would typically see in a test mission.
Grush, as a result of your previous government work, have you met with people with direct knowledge or have direct knowledge yourself of non-human origin craft?
Yes, I personally interviewed those individuals.
Mr. Grush, as a result of your previous government work, have you met with people with direct knowledge or have direct knowledge yourself about ATs, advanced technologies that the U.S. government has?
Based on conventional advanced tech, I was briefed to the preponderance of the Defense Department's both space and aerospace compartmented programs. Yeah.
I don't want to cut you off, but how does a program like that get funded?
I will give you generalities. I can get very specific in a closed session, but misappropriation of funds and
does that mean
self-fund.
does that mean that there is money in the budget that is said to go to a program, but it doesn't, and it goes to something else?
Yes, I have specific knowledge of that. Yep.
Has the U.S. government become aware of actual evidence of extraterrestrial, otherwise unexplained forms of intelligence? And if so, when do you think this first occurred?
I like to use the term non-human. I don't like to denote origin. Keeps the aperture open, both scientifically. Right. Certainly, like I've discussed publicly previously, 1930s.
Do you have any personal knowledge of someone who's possibly been injured working on legacy UAP reverse engineering?
Yes.
Okay. How were they injured? Is it something like a radioactive type situation or something we didn't understand?
You could imagine assessing an unknown unknown. There's a lot of potentialities you can't fully prepare for.
I appreciate you taking the time to watch. Any comments, questions, leave in the section for comments, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.